Well, it came time for Marvin, Devin, and Brad to step up to the plate and run the Canadian Death Race. They'd been training for the 118-kilometer event all year. For me, I ran the near-death race, 42K, and I used it as a training run, running the course with a full 12-pound pack. It was Devin and Marvin's first time soloing the 24-hour event. There was a lot of excitement in the air. For many, they were taking on what they would later describe as the hardest thing I've ever done. Devin used AI to make caricatures of us all. There's a bit of a story behind that one. So Marvin, how you feeling? You ready for this?
Ready as I'm gonna be.
Devin and Brad took off ahead and I paced with Marvin. Of all things, I ran into my son and daughter's French teacher.
Hey Paige! Hey Kevin! Kevin, I'm so sorry. I gave you a reference letter at the last minute. I am so sorry.
In, sun's coming out, and Marvin's looking all-star.
Got this. Oh. Here we are.
My route took a 2.5-kilometer shortcut, so I ended up meeting up with Brad and Devin. There they go. Meanwhile, while our racers were only like halfway through the race, Ethan Peters of Fernie, BC was winning the race and setting a new course record at 11 hours, 36 minutes and 52 seconds.
Glasses are gone.
Ethan smashed the record by almost 40 minutes and finished 90 minutes ahead of any other racer.
It's almost like a slow-mo.
Oh, it's a tough one.
This is tough, yeah.
It's good, eh? I ran with Devin and Brad until transition 300, where I finished the race and they kept on going. Just it started to rain.
We are 43.8 in. Just the rain started and now the ponchos are out.
Hey Marvin! Way to go!
Great job on your marathon.
Okay. Marvin came in a little later and his wife Tammy was there to crew him. Chris, Kate, Tammy and I crewed the runners. Nobody got any sleep Saturday night, but it was so much fun watching the runners come in and giving them a hand.
Even for the last leg, can't believe we made it through that fucking hellhole. If I never see a goddamn puddle again in my life, I'll be very happy.
Kilometer 99 or something.
99.6.
Only 19 or so left to go. Only one thing left to do, and that's to do it.
At checkpoint 4, Marvin cut it pretty close, leaving 5 minutes before the cutoff. Brad and Devin finished at dawn 2 hours and 20 minutes before the 24-hour cutoff. Hey Marvin! Woo! Marvin finished in 23:36, so almost a half hour under cutoff.
It's Devin. This is me before I run 118K.
I'm Brad. This is me before I run 118K.
This is Larry. This is me before I run 42K.
I'm Marvin. This is what I'm like before 118K.
I'm Devin. This is me after 118K.
I'm Brad. I just ran 118K, and wow, that was a wee bit difficult.
This is me after 42K. So all showered.
I'm Marvin. This is me after 118K.
I finished the near death in 6 hours and 51 minutes, putting me in first place in the veteran category. Devin finished 13th in the female division. There were 427 runners, 239 finished the race, so that made about a 56% completion rate. So many runners said that this was the hardest thing they'd ever done. It was cool for me to be on the other side of the fence and see it from that perspective. On Sunday afternoon, after the death race awards ceremonies, I traveled to Hinton to get some much needed sleep. On Monday, I traveled a short distance east to bag a couple peaks. Here at the start of Folding Mountain Trail. Oh, this is a steep one. Pretty steep going up here. Wow, look at this. Holy crap. Four hours later, 16 kilometers and 1100 meters elevation, I moved on to the next one. Morro Peak is a few minutes east of Jasper. It's about almost 7 kilometers and 700 meters gain. Heading up Morro Peak Trail. I found the ascent was pretty steep and pretty technical. Had to do a little bit of scrambling here and there. Okay, Morro Peak. By the time I finished Folding Mountain and Morro Peak, it was time to head to Jasper and set up camp at Whistler's. The next day I drove up to Malign Lake and did Bald Hills and Opal Hills. On the shortcut, cuts off a bit of road for Bald Hills. Bald Hills is a fairly easy slope, 14 kilometers and 800 meters to the peak. I came across a pika. I'd never seen one before. Heading back down the shortcut, which is surprisingly long. Good hike up. Seems like it was far easier and faster today than when I did it a year or two ago. Not sure why that would be, but that's always good. And then once you get to the bottom of this, I'll start the Opal Mountain Loop. After Bald Hills, I made my way over to Opal Hills. Look at this, holy cow. Man, that was pretty cool. Now heading up a scree ravine and beautiful valley, alpine meadows there. Making my way up the hill to the summit. Over there is Bald Hills somewhere. Well, I got a front of rain blowing in, debating whether to make the peak. It's going to get windy and wet. This is like hiking up in quicksand. Every step you take, you slide down. Oh man, it's unbelievable. Well, I found a firmer trail. You can actually climb up and get near the summit. And it looks like that weather is gonna pretty much brush by. Woohoo! Holy snapping! There's a frickin' sharp fall. God damn. That is something. Whew. Go over the edge. I don't know about this. I would have to say that Opal Hills is not a hill, it's a mountain. It was pretty steep all the way up for 1,200 meters. It was spectacular views. So over the 5 days I was out and about, I completed 93 kilometers and 5,600 meters and had a ton of fun doing it. I got back to Whistler's and found my canopy destroyed. The site's really out in the open and the wind gusts can cause lots of trouble. Well, that's it for this update. Hope to see you next time.